Hello, everyone. Let me get used to using the software. No, I wanted that transition, not the other one. But hello, everyone. We apparently have a Nintendo Direct today at 4 o'clock. So in about 5 minutes, we will be having the Nintendo Direct. According to the actual stream, it is going to be about 40 minutes in length. Um, Focusing on games that are releasing in the first half of 2023. Um, do I think we're going to see uh, anything about Breath of the Wild? I think not, because if we go BOTW2, it is not set to. It could release in the first half, but I am extremely doubtful, considering that they put a lot of uh, effort into the Nintendo Switch games or like the Zelda games. I don't see it, you know, coming out this year. But if it does, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. Um, I just kind of happened to see, people talking about it. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't even realize there was a direct today. But with that being said, I'm going to talk about some projects that I'm working on at the moment. I'm having myself a drink. Ooh, some caffeine. Ooh, Frostbite's really good. Would I recommend it over like Voltage and Code Red? It's up there, but I don't think so. But no, like, um, so earlier this year, I um uh earlier actually late last week, early this week, I released a game. We are 6 weeks into 2022, and I released a game as part of the Global Game Jam, and it's amazing. It is lovely um, that I actually had the opportunity to sign up and compete in the Global Game Jam. Even though I wouldn't even say compete, but participate in. It was a lot of fun. It was very, very stressful. Believe me, it it definitely took a lot of time. I actually started watching. During that time, I started listening to The Witcher TV series, and people say, "What do you mean listen? Don't you mean watch?" No, I had Netflix open while I was working on a project, and I would literally just have it going in the background so I could have something to listen to. Um, and I don't know if I spoke about this. There's going to be a podcast episode, kind of somewhat detailing the uh, global game jam itself. Um, However, I don't remember if I mentioned I actually cut one of the battles, uh, and it seemed to be pretty important. At least I thought, anyway, in telling the backstory of how we got to where we are in the universe of the games that I create. Um, I'm going to hide the chat uh, for the direct. I'm actually watching this live. It hasn't started yet. It doesn't start for another few minutes. Um, but I cut one of the boss battles uh, in the game. So it has three battles, all that are not going to be like perfect to scale, like what I want the actual map and stuff to look like. I couldn't put a lot of time in designing the maps, so a lot of them are basic, and it's like okay, that'll do. But we cut the ending battle from the most recent game to come out before this one, DH4. Actually, the original. Title was DH4 Part 1 because the script that I'm writing actually went under the code name of DH4 because it started development before, or started pre production before the early days was a thing, so. And a lot of the characters are very generic looking, and um, ultimately, I'm not at all pleased with that. Okay, it's now starting. Um, okay, the same kind of disclaimer they've had for every direct since then, or since the start of um, I'm kind of afraid to. Okay, so they're immediately jumping into a game. I'm just trying to. Pikmin 4? Okay. I have never played Pikmin, so. Um, cool, I guess. I seriously have never played Pikmin in my life. Um, basically, what it is, I don't know how to explain it really without seeming like I don't know what I'm talking about because I really don't play Pikmin at all. But it's a unique series. I'm gonna give it that. I'm just not the biggest fan of the Pikmin series. So. Oh. Okay. The game does look nice. I think. I'm just kind of. The game looks really nice. I'm genuinely curious. Okay, so now they're introducing, I'm assuming, Pikmin with different abilities, kind of like, you know, it's kind of taking a page from Kirby's book, even though Kirby is like. Kirby has like several different abilities. Uh, looks like they're introducing. I don't know if that's a new mechanic to have like a dog character and then the Pikmin jump on the dog's back. This is literally what I'm seeing right now. I. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know anything about this. I'm just. There's a reason I'm hiding the chat because it seems like no one's gonna be happy with it. To me, it feels like a lot of people aren't gonna be happy with what Nintendo announces today. But Pikmin, okay, that's fine. The game looks fine, and it is set to release when? Oh, are they now doing like a gameplay demonstration? I'm so confused. 7/21/23. So they might talk more about Zelda, but I think Zelda's big enough on its own. It's going to get its own um, direct. That was the latest trailer for Pikmin 4. Cool. Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines. A new jewel-loving hero. Xenoblade. I can't speak! Xenoblade Chronicles 3. A game that I have never played. Um, I seriously have never played Xenoblade. Ever. And I'm sure there's you know, I don't know. I'm just not into Xenoblade Chronicle or that series. It's kind of like Pikmin for me. I just never got into it. I'm more of like I like I've been trying to play more Pokemon and more, Castlevania, more varied games, but um considering that, you know, cuz I try to play a little bit of everything, I just never got into Xenoblade. I haven't played any of the other games. It's just okay, so the new expansion pass is available a week from today. Shake it, amigo. Oh, what is this game? I can already tell I'm not gonna like the cat. Like Samba de Amigo Party Central. Okay, cool. Not gonna say the game looks bad. It's perfect for Switch because it's a casual rhythm game, kind of like Just Dance. And for people that say Just Dance isn't a rhythm game, I believe it is. You have to do the moves to specific, like, you have to do the moves when prompted on screen. I don't know. I barely ever play Just Dance well because I'm not a fan of dancing. Honestly, I can't dance. So anyway, but no, Samba de Amigo is literally a rhythm game, and it's not my thing. It looks cool. It looks nice. I'm just not gonna play it. Looks like we got a fashion game that's being announced up next. Fashion Dreamer. Okay, cool. I guess. I don't think this is why. Like, I get that Switch is a casual console. I think this is the type of games that'll lure. Uh, I shouldn't say lure, but get new players to buy the Switch potentially, like games that are casual in nature. Uh, I don't think this is a game for me. If there were more like racing games or fighting games, then potentially. Um, but a fashion designer, not for me. Um, and it's one of them. I don't know. I think there are people that are into this, but I'm pretty sure if I look at the chat here, I've hidden the chat like a few times. People are like, you know, what is this? Oh, Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. I want to get Dead Cells because it looks like a game I would enjoy, and it's a homage to Castlevania. Which, for people that don't know, I have played a lot of uh, Castlevania because I have played both the Advanced Collection and the Anniversary Collection on stream. Um, uh, and then Tron Identity. Um, okay, what is this like? I don't know. I'm literally looking at Tron Identity and I'm confused. What's going on here? They just switched. What? I'm confused. Like they literally went from showcasing Tron Identity in a story cutscene to a completely different game, which doesn't look that bad, but still. Two Worlds, one suspenseful thriller. What? Wait, whoa. What is this game here? So now we're dealing with kind of an action style game. Deca Police, I'm assuming. Okay. I'm kind of confused. I might have to give this game a shot. Just I don't know. I It's weird because it's like one other game I've been meaning to try is the Project Triangle Strategy, which I don't remember when it came out. I mean, it's a cool game concept, so it kind of reminds me of Persona in a way, and I don't know much about Persona, so I have. Oh my god, there is a reason I am hiding the chat because I couldn't care less about what they say. Um, and they just said 2023. I thought this was showcasing the first half of 2023, which would go, you know, Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon. I'm pronouncing the name like I don't know if it's Cereza, Cereza, whatever. Um, Cheshire. And it looks like a pretty cool game, and I think like the art style is a bit different, so I mean that probably serves its favor. I don't know. I've never played Persona either. There are a lot of games I haven't played. Excuse me. Um, yeah, so we're about 15 minutes in, I think. Oh, we're about 12 minutes in, so we got another 20 to 30 minutes to go. It's like kind of reminds me of like a 3DS game that I used to play. I don't know if I still have it. Like I'd have to like plug in my 3DS to get the actual name uh of the software, but um Bayonetta something in the Lost Demons is available March 17th. So a little over a month from now. Almost a month and a half until it comes out. Looks like a Splatoon DLC. I have never played Splatoon. Never in my days have I played Splatoon. Um, I I'm not like super big into online multiplayer games, and I know Splatoon 2 when that came out, that game's biggest talking point was definitely the single player story. But there's a new Splatoon 3 expansion pass. Good for Splatoon fans. I don't really care at this point. For me, I'm not a fan of Splatoon, and I can see the appeal of it. It's just, again, it's not my thing. Uh, so this is just them talking about the expansion pass. I have no real thoughts on it, but no, they are kind of sticking to the first half of 23. It seems, with the uh, kind of that, we're not going to go into later in the year, and I'm kind of waiting to see if they do talk about Zelda, because that would be something that catches me and goes, and makes me go, okay. I do want to give some of those games a shot because some of those games do look really good. I won't lie. Some of them do look absolutely like they look like they'd be a lot of fun. Uh, but a lot of it is, when you gotta spend $50, for a game digitally, because I do prefer my digital downloads, even though I think for some of them I will get a cartridge. Um, Hold on a second. Let me figure out what the heck. Oh, we're still talking about the Splatoon thing. Um, I do have like a few cartridge games for Switch that I don't actually regret buying, and that's about 90% of the games that I bought for Switch. But the problem is, where am I gonna put my Switch games? Like, I only have so much storage space. To be honest, I don't really have much storage space outside of like my closet, and I'm usually pretty bad about keeping with that. Um, Especially with the Switch titles. Um, I wish they would have had that. Thank you all very much. So we're probably gonna take a brief intermission, or like this is kind of their. Let's take a breather to let you digest the all the information you just got. I remember when. Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines. Illusion Island. Okay, a Disney game. What? Okay. I mean, it's a little. Again, it's a Disney game. I think it will do fine. It's got a well known IP attached to it. I mean, it actually looks really cool. Like, I'm actually sitting here watching the gameplay. The art style looks really nice. It kind of reminds me of an old Disney cartoon. Like, because it reminds me of a classic Disney cartoon. Uh, except with, more colors. Um, and I mean classic as in, like, early 1920s uh, Disney with some of the character designs, but it looks really cool to me. And is it something that I would play? I'd give it a shot. You know, it uh, looks like it could be multiplayer. Available July 28th. Okay, pre-orders begin today. If you wanna play Illusion Island, there you go. Uh, More Fire Emblem. I recognize that right away. Fire Emblem Engage expansion pass. I haven't played Fire Emblem. I think one of Jesse or one of Bob's brothers has tried to get me into Fire Emblem. Like, I asked him if I should get it. He said, "Yeah, I would recommend." At the time, I think Three Houses had just come out, and I never got it, but I do want to try it because I mean the games look relatively fun. Um, Let's see here. Is there anything else I can say on this game? Probably not. Um, again, I don't I don't know much about Fire Emblem. I know that it's been around for at least at least 2 decades, I think, if I remember correctly. Available later today. So I'm assuming after the direct is over. Take control of your destiny. What is this? Don't nod. Or I don't even. I just caught the first name. Okay. Looks like a. What? Oh. Travel between worlds. Okay, I might actually give this game a shot. Just based on the kind of the future aspect. And it's not like a dystopian future by any means. I mean, as far as I know. Um, but the character designs from like what I've seen are they look very nice. Um, Harmony, The Fall of Revier, June of this year. These games will have you rolling. So, Octopath Traveler 2. Okay. Okay. Kind of reminds me of the old school Final Fantasy games. Demo available on the Nintendo eShop. I'll have to give it a shot. I have to do some research because I have been wanting to try and make something in OpenGL, and I'm genuinely curious about the platform. Katamari Reroll Plus. Not a game I think I'm into. Like it, I don't know. Not a game I would be into. Um, Looks like there's a Pac-Man reference. Again, it will be on June 2nd. Only for active Nintendo Switch Online members. There's a demo. Sea of Stars. Ooh, I love that art style. Looks really cool. I'm gonna have to give that one a shot too. Like, there's a lot I want to just play for trying out, and it looks really cool. I think I might enjoy that game just based off of the looks. But you know, it's just a trailer. They can make the trailer look nice and the game not play at all very well. So Omega Strikers, I I mean the game looks pretty good for basically glorified table hockey. That's what it immediately reminds me of is table hockey. Again, it's a very good casual game you might be able to play over and over again. So I might not play it, but I think it'll do fine. The Labyrinth, like I'm reading the headlines. What is? I can't even read it. It's uh, basically something Origins collection, which okay, it does. It looks like looks good. I am not sure about this game though. Like I don't understand it very much at all. Um, so I don't know. Um, I mean, Looks good. There's a map, and I don't know, available June 1st. And I think pre-orders begin today. Okay. Oh boy, a tactical RPG or a strategy RPG, I should say. Advance Wars 1 and 2. A game I have never ever played. I mean, it did well, but it's not something I would probably be into, and it's kind of reminds me of like a TV show opening. Available April 21st, so just after tax time. What is this? Oh boy, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. So, a new Kirby game. Okay, cool beans. I'm not gonna lose my mind over it because it's a Kirby game. Kirby games are fun and I enjoy them. I actually have been needing to pick up the Kirby game that I bought months ago that I have never played. Or like I have, it's just I play through the games at my own pace, which is a snail's pace. Um Game looks really good, but it's, a Nintendo second party developer, so I think the games are going to look pretty good from them. At least graphically it looks good. I'm curious how it's going to play as a Kirby game, but it could be pulling like a Metal Gear, it looks like, or a Metal Gear Solid 2, where it's got the Kirby name, but you play as a different, or it's got you playing as Kirby at first, but then you switch characters, which I'm not super upset about, but there's a demo available on the eShop, so okay. I will check out the demo then. Select stages and subgames in the demo. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm just reading the subtitles cuz I don't know how well my headphones pick up the audio from the video, but I mean it's a Kirby game. What am I going to say about a Kirby game? Oh, what is this? Are they announcing a new or Nintendo Online? Yup, that's what I was just thinking. They just announced Game Boy games on the Nintendo Switch Online. Okay, why didn't they? Why didn't they do this first? Okay, I get the Nintendo and Super Nintendo stuff, but why not do this right after, you know, instead of going to N64, Link's Awakening, Director's Cut. Okay, so I'm curious, like, are they not going to have like color options and do kind of what the Game Boy Player did back in the day and give you like palette swaps to give you some kind of color so you're not looking at a green uh a green background. It doesn't look like it unless it's a Game Boy Color game. So it looks like Game Boy and Game Boy Color games are being uh, included in this uh, collection. So I mean, it's cool. Okay, you can switch between. Oh, you can! Why didn't they show that off right away? That. Okay. Play together online, locally or online. Okay. Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick this up. Oh, yep, I'm sold. Oh my god. Game Boy Advance is also being added. So guess what? I might have to upgrade my Nintendo Switch online membership just so I can play those games. Just so I can play those games because it would give me a reason. I've been wanting to play more games and I've been wanting to figure out how can I stream my Game Boy Advance games. I do have a Game Boy Advance. Um I have played some of these games. Oh, I love that game. Oh, yep. Yep, I'm sold. I need to finish that game. I've been wanting to stream Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga all over again. And I am so happy now. Man, I am sold. Um, so now they're not just announcing games, they're announcing an addition to their online services. So Game Boy will be included in Nintendo Switch Online, and then the Game Boy Advance will be. Yep, I'm sold. I am sold, man. I'm actually curious. I don't remember Nintendo Online expansion. All right, Nintendo Switch Online. How much is it per month, or is it a yearly thing? $19.99 a year, $49.99 a year. Okay, so I do the monthly membership, so it's like $4 a month. So I might have to upgrade to the $50 a year membership because that'd be pretty cool. Um, oh, Metroid? Yes, that's exactly what it is. But is this a remake or is this a new game? I don't know. It's a first. I'm assuming this is a new game, but it could be a remake. Metroid Prime remastered. It's a remaster. Okay. Okay. Why don't in the famous words of my buddy Bob, why aren't they doing this like for Legend of Zelda? You know, I think we've seen more Mario and Metroid remakes than Zelda, in my opinion. Um, but I've not played. I've played a little bit of Metroid Dread through the demo, and that looks fine. But I've never played the Prime series. Like when it would have come out, we wouldn't have gotten it. So we had like Mario, we had very few GameCube games itself. So we had like Mario, we had Pac-Man World 2, and for people that are like, that's not a GameCube game, yes it is. It's a GameCube, PS2, and Game Boy Advance game. I did an Unknown Gaming podcast episode on it earlier, like very early on, and it looks like remastered the remastered game for Metroid Prime is available digitally later today. So, I mean, this is a new game. Master Detective Archives Rain Code looks pretty cool. Okay, that looks cool. I mean, like, I don't know much about these games, but they're also, like, new upcoming releases, so I'm not going to know much about these games. They look good. Again, I don't know why I get a Persona feel from some of these games, but available at the end of June. Okay, awesome. I'm so, like, I'm not, like, baffled by this, but I'm kind of, like, trying to keep up here. Baton Kaitos remake or remaster. I'm assuming it's a remaster. Never played the game. Don't know much about it. It's kind of like hold on. Yeah, I don't know much about the game, so I don't think I will check it out. Because the battle system, like, I'm watching the trailer and it's kind of like uh it's a different battle system, I'll give it that. I think that helps it stand out. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Available summer of this year. Okay, so they stopped giving dates and went to time frames. I guess summer does fall within the first half of the year. What is this? Way to confuse me, because I don't even know what this is. Fantasy, Fantasy Life. What the hell was the name? Okay. So, what? What the? I'm confused by this game. So, I feel like I'm getting a very Animal Crossing like feel from this. Like, so it is Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time, available this year from level 5. I'm okay. Hello. What's that? What? I don't trust Top Hat, man. Professor Layton? Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. I can't believe I recognized that. Okay, Mario Kart DLC. I haven't played Mario Kart in a while, so I seriously haven't. I have Mario Kart 8. I just don't play a new island or new of course Yoshi's Island, a new character. Oh, I love how they modified the item boxes to resemble the clouds from Yoshi's Island. That's really cool. I was actually playing Yoshi's Island the other day, so that's cool that they're kind of bringing Yoshi's Island back to, or they're kind of including it into Mario Kart. I don't think there's been a Yoshi's Island themed course. Excuse me, what is this? So much going on. It's an indie reel. Mine Minecraft Legends. Blank. Okay, I really like that art style. It looks really cool. Uh, Mega Man Battle Network Collection. I know somebody that would be super pumped about that. That's really the name of the game. I'm not even gonna say that on stream, but it looks cool. Konami actually released a game. Sorry, I'm shocked. I know it's not like a big franchise, but I'm shocked they're releasing games for console. Bandai Namco Tales of Symphonia remastered. All those games look really cool. The baseball one, not my cup of tea. I'm not a fan of baseball. So, I thought it was an indie reel, but okay, what is this? Is this what I think it might be? I don't think it is. Hold on, let me. Um, it looks really nice though. Is this what? Okay, okay. Okay, yep. Yep, no, this is what I thought it was for a minute. I'm like, wait, there's no way this is Zelda. Oh my god. Oh, this looks cool. Oh my gosh, man. This will be fun to play. Oh man, this is gonna be cool. Oh man, this is. I'm assuming this will be the rest of the direct where we're seeing gameplay of Breath of the Wild 2. I figured they would have saved it for its own direct closer to when it's scheduled to release, and I think that's still what they'll do. But they're giving people like an update because last time we heard about this game, it was being postponed. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, or Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is Breath of the Wild 2, basic. Like that's what it's been known as for ages. Oh my gosh, when was it scheduled to come out originally? May 12th. Okay, so they didn't push it back there. They're actually keeping with it this time. Pre-orders begin today. I'm just gonna get it as soon as I can. Because I would love to play the game when it comes out. So, that's that's exciting. That is awesome. Well, the direct is now finished. Plenty of good games. I'm actually like super happy and super excited for this year. Um, I mean, like, the game that, of course, caught my attention was Legend of Zelda. And they saved a lot of their big announcements for the end of the Direct. But I was kind of surprised that Breath of the Wild isn't going to, like, as far as we know now, it won't be getting its own, uh, um, Direct later on. Like, from what I've seen and heard, that's not going to be the case. But, you know, or from what I've seen, I haven't really heard anything, but from what I've seen, it might not be the case that it's getting its own direct. So, definitely that was one of the biggest announcements I think for a lot of people in this stream. Um, it's definitely a game that I am looking forward to. Actually, Breath of the Wild was the first game I got when I bought, a Switch. It was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart. So, I am actually kind of looking forward to this summer because there's a lot of releases coming up. There's the Breath of the or the not the Breath of the Wild expansion, but the Nintendo Switch Online expansion that everyone's looking forward to. And well, I don't know if everyone's looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to it because of the games they announced, and of course they announced the heavy hitters for the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, and I think that might be my selling point on getting the Nintendo Switch Online expansion, because again, paying $50 a year, average it out, it's $5 a month. It'd be no more than I'm paying now. It's about a dollar more, essentially, because it's $5 a month. And people are like, how do you know? Because actually, it's gonna be a little over $50 with tax, because it's $49.99, so it'll be about 506 for tax. And well, that's including tax. It'll be about $50 without the tax. So that's about $5 a month, because you take 5 times 12, that's $60 a year. So it's actually less than $5 a month. Because think about it. I think I said it was $50 a year. According to Nintendo's own website, it's $49.99. So take 50 divided by 12, and that's under $5 a month. So, am I excited? Yeah, because I now have a way to stream Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga and a bunch of Game Boy games. I might even give some of the Game Boy games that are on there that I've never played a shot, and that's something too. I think uh, I think the Nintendo Switch Online service is worth it because you can do a monthly payment, like a month to month thing, or you could do a yearly thing. Um, of course, you do what you want, you do what you can afford. But averaging it out, it's probably cheaper to do the month or the yearly, because there's actually a big pro to me to doing the yearly subscription, and that would be the access to the expansion, which actually gives you access to N64, Sega Genesis, now Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, even though the Game Boy itself will be available on the like the basic subscription plan from what I saw. And that's something too. Like, other than that, like, it wasn't bad. It's just I was like, okay, that's cool that they're coming out with this game. Like, a lot of the games, like Pikmin, I haven't played Pikmin before. I've never been into it. Splatoon is a game I'm not a big fan of. Um, but it's cool that they're kind of giving people updates on the IPs. And I'm sure a lot of people are like, well, I wish they'd have gotten to the big games sooner. Well, they were. I will say they build up to them really, really well. They built up to the games really well, and they built up to the big reveal of like, here is some more information. And it wasn't like, they talked about the game at length. They literally showed a gameplay trailer, which to me was enough to say, okay, it is coming out this year. So I'm probably wrong. It will be coming out in 2023. Because I remember when they pushed it back, I think to Q1 originally, and I go, there's no way it's coming out in like early 23. I see it coming out probably late 23 at the earliest. So I'm eating my words. I am eating my words, and I think it was originally supposed to come out. Was it last year? And I remember going, it's not going to come out this year. Um, so I think a lot of the games they announced were fine. The games were actually really well. Like they looked really good. They looked like they would play fine, but to me, it's not always about how the game looks. It's about how the game plays. If a game looks not so great and plays great, people will say, yeah, the graphics don't look all that good, but the game plays fantastically. You know, um, and I like when I saw Konami published a game, I'm like, they're actually publishing a game on console. It's not anything like Silent Hill or Metal Gear, but I don't remember the last game Konami actually published. Um, if it would have been like a Silent Hill or anything else that they've worked on that people would know, it would have been holy shit. Um, and people would say, well, I'm pretty sure someone will correct me and say, well, they published this on this day in the last year. So, again, I don't hear much about Konami anymore. So, um, but with that being said, leave your we could talk about this later on, and I'm probably going to revisit this when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out and talk about Breath of the Wild 2. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you, and we will see you guys later. Bye-bye! Bye!